Okay, so this is going to be something a little different. So it's not exactly a free visual novel, but it's another free furry game on itch.io for adults who are adult. This is a video for adults and a game for adults. Uh, I've played this game a fair bit, just kind of poking around in it because it was just kind of fun to see what you could do, and it does have like these it's like essentially a series of boss battles for horny furries that you solve your way through. Ow! I just hit my knee on the table. And I guess as a mean prank to myself, I just decided to cover it finally and just see if I can then turn that into a video I can upload, because who knows how much I'll have to censor. Oh boy. The curse of something. You've entered the realm of dumb gay shit. Do you know what happens to people that enter this realm? They get cursed. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Some affliction is in store for you, and it's going to make you mega beefy, super fat, or give you a giant dick, or whatever. So go ahead, choose a curse now. And you can see from the color coding here that I've clicked on some of these things before, and that's the hint. What's your name, dude? Alright, let's do Marrow. Why not? Character sheet, species, alligator, avian, there is no hyena, unless you just type it in, I guess. I think it is literally just a word that'll fill a thing, and that's it. Fur, wings, horns, claws, tail. I do have tail. Hyenas don't really they technically have like nails, but not really claws as you would go with, so I think I'm just gonna leave that there. Transformation colors. Different colors for werewolf and dragon. That's interesting. I'm gonna skip all that. Your cozy little apartment. It's got everything you could possibly need. A bed, a computer, and an 8-foot high ceiling. Very specific ceiling measurement. I wonder if that's gonna come up in a game about growing. Oh, they've got Halloween decorations on. Alright, so we have normal verbs, so you can work our day job, masturbate, mirror closet, use weights, go outside, sleep. What happens when you work? Another boring day restocking shelves at the grocery store. You were paid $100. And then the time continues. So it's now 5 p.m. We've ruined our day by going to work. The worst thing that ever can happen to a person, basically. Let's see, what's outside? We can go into the dark forest. You live in a normal city full of all the streets, people, and buildings you'd expect. It's also got a cursed forest situated right in the center of it. One day, dark, spooky trees grew and overtook part of the city. Everyone avoids that area because of all the monsters that live within, but as long as you don't walk directly into the forest, you should be fine. There's literally a kill time feature, which gives you a bit more energy. Restores 5 energy at the cost of an hour. You sit on a park bench and mess around with your phone for an hour. Continue. You just need to waste an hour or so, just lie down on the ground for a while? Question mark. It's now the evening already, so this is what working a job does to you. It just obliterates you. Just a life-ruining thing to have, honestly. Let's go get in a fight. That's a normal thing to do. Got a Kobold Mage. He's got funny wings. I think that might be a change. That might be for Halloween. I didn't think about this, but I'm like, it probably is a Halloween themed event, so there might be Halloween versions of all the sprites that I've not seen before. You encounter a reddish brown, nervous looking kobold mage holding a 3-foot staff with a crescent moon at the end of it. He's wearing a blue witch hat and a blue cloak with a star pattern on it. He stands hunched over and the cloak completely covers his body. He is small and kind of cute, but he's standing in your way, so you gotta beat him up. Let's zoom out to normal. Okay, this is the normal starting resolution. I was zooming in to make stuff look bigger, but it's gonna make me have to scroll, and that's gonna be worse for any censoring I have to do. Let's talk to him. Let's ask him about his hobbies. So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, jeez. I don't know. Nothing, he says, flustered. I mean, nothing you'd be interested in anyway. Kobold Mage is embarrassed. Uh-huh. I like your costume. This is nothing. In reality, I'm a great and powerful dragon god, but just using mind magic to make you perceive me as a mere dragonling. Why would you do that? Because, I don't know. Shut up. Uh-huh. Oh, he's growing. Yep, nope, he's now 8 inches taller. The Kobold Mage raises his staff. The crescent moon on the end of it glows, and he begins to grow. He seems a decent amount taller and wider than before, but his cloak still covers him. Okay, so he's becoming larger. I could attack him. We will do damage equal to our strength, which is 1. They have 39 health. Seems like a poor strategy, if I'm to be honest. Maybe, well, he got stronger, so like compliment his muscles. Hey man, you looking pretty good. You work out often? Oh, ha ha. Very funny, asshole. He scowls at you and mutters something to himself as he readies his staff. Dude, you already weigh more than I do. Oh, alright. Well, he do in fact have muscles now, as it turns out. He just gained 200 pounds, tripling in size. Normal. Okay, Kobold Mage raises his staff. A blinding light emanates from the crescent moon at the end of it, and he explodes with growth. He might be more muscular than any bodybuilder you've ever seen. His open cloak drapes over his shredded boulder-like shoulders. Compliment his muscles? He seems too upset to talk right now. I missed my moment. I ruined it. Now he's just gonna be mad at me forever. Oh, he hit me for 11 damage. I'm going to die now. That's all of the health points that I have. I'll hit him back. I'll probably win. It only takes 99 turns for me to kill him. Which is definitely how math will work out. Oh, alright. Not going great. Ask you about your hobbies again? Nope, he doesn't want to talk anymore. He doesn't like me. And he grew again. Uh-huh. The star on the front of his thong is stretched out. His thick body and growing junk can hardly be contained. And yet, I mean, I don't think his body's being contained in any real way at this point. Just that part is. Well, I hit him again. He's now down to 138 hit points, which you'll remember is a lower number of health than he had last turn. Because 138 is definitely lower than 98. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm dead. So at the end, he did 17 damage, which is more than anything that I had up until that point. Fuck me, I guess. You lose. Luckily, he was merciful and allows you to limp your way back home. So the game doesn't have that much in terms of stakes necessarily, but it is interesting to unpack the weirdness of the setup. So the game is almost entirely about growth as a gimmick. So every character gets stronger every turn most of the time. And there's like a bunch of there's like a variety of endings to each fight and like different ways to approach what the hell's going on here. It's just kind of interesting unpacking just what's up with that. So you have to puzzle your way through, but also we get stronger over time. And so you're able to like make yourself more capable over time and even engaging with these fights. But you can also talk to them. So there's like Undertale-ish stuff going on where you can like come up with different outcomes that are just normal combat things. But there are like tricks to defeating each enemy using combat too. All right, I just ran around for 2 hours and it used up 15 energy. I don't think it said it actually made me any stronger in any way. I probably should have gone to the hospital. That'd be much smarter. Let's go heal at the hospital with the giant rhino man. I'm feeling safe already. He's ripping out of all of his clothes, and he has a shirt that says "Do your own research," which is an excellent piece of advice to receive from a doctor. I don't think this guy's legit. The doctor sees how badly you lost your last battle. Diagnosis: weak. He prescribes you some steroids to help you with your condition of being weak. What? Steroids? Aren't they illegal? Pff, so? And aren't they dangerous? Oh, that's just what they want you to think. Steroids are perfectly healthy. The media just perpetuates the myth that steroids are dangerous so that nobody takes so many to become unstoppable and overthrow the government. I see. Yeah, in fact, it's about 2 more cycles. I'm gonna start developing bullet resistance. Then they'll pay. Tell me I can't build a fence on my own property. Lousy Democrats, I'll show them. He has disintegrated the entire clipboard. Those are I genuinely don't even know how to draw muscles, so this is like, that's elaborate right there. That's a lot. I can't do that. Anyway, enjoy the gains, man, and don't worry about a PCT. That shit's a hoax, too. Steroids added to inventory. Okay. Oh, fast-acting antidote. For if I needed an antidote. Good to know. Technically haven't needed to censor anything yet, so that's helpful for me. Future me that has to edit this, who I'm punishing by making this video for some reason. Alright, so it is currently literally midnight. So a normal person would sleep right now, so we're going to go on the computer instead. Oh, you got porn, which, you know, famously porn stops airing at midnight, so I can't click on this. Oh, actually my hunger is completely bad. That's going to be a problem. I guess I'll go back outside and look for... Oh, I can't get food, because that's also not currently a thing right now, because it's midnight. Right, normal problems. The potion shop. I like the detail that potions is backwards because we're indoors. You get a health potion, a rock potion, make you invincible, strength, stamina, and mana. Increases your arousal while in battle. Normal color for a mana potion. Computer. I think we're just going to want to sleep, which might be a bad idea to do when you are starving. I have become skinnier, probably because I didn't eat anything. Oh. We just spawned a purple door in our house. A normal thing that happens. What's the purple door? Hello? I can touch the suggestively placed left and right orbs. Left. Alright. Just do. Muscle and fat stats have a greater effect on height and dick size stats. And then right orb. They seem to both do the same thing. So I'm just full of orbs. Just got a pair of orbs. A normal number of orbs. Perfectly average number of orbs. Let's use the weights. Bicep curls are what you choose to focus on today. Your arms shake as you lift the 9 pounds of weight up to your shoulder. You feel pathetic that such a small amount is causing you to struggle. It's okay though. You gotta start somewhere. You push yourself to finish up a couple sets. Your muscles look pumped and bigger already. You can feel it. You're gonna get bigger and heavier and stronger. Will we though? It is a little ominous to I'm realizing to play do a let's play of a text-based game where there's just like it's just dead silent the entire time. I'm just like stewing in it. I'm used to like some kind of background anything, and it's like oddly gone. Well, let's spare ourselves from working at our miserable job, which will pay us money, but will also just kill our entire day again, and instead get in fights or something. I don't know. We could explore. That's a fun thing to do in towns. Doesn't get you yelled at by random people ever. We found a rock. All right. Like finding rocks. So we lose an hour and 5 energy every time we explore. When walking, you found a restaurant opening up. You should stop by sometime. Oh, Blue Ben's Bar and Grill. So somewhere to actually eat at some point. We can order the special for $20. I have $600, so I can actually do that, and they'll fill 20 hunger. So that's good. There we go. We ate food. I'm technically overstuffed. I got a maca smoothie. Increased arousal and cum production, of course. Let's see. So apparently you can get over your maximum food. So that we're good now. We're fine. Let's get in a fight. It's him again. I think we can take him this time. It only take 30 turns of punching him. It's easy. Let's see. So grapple does damage and stuns. Takes time to recharge. Only available after if you were significantly larger than your opponent. As of right now, I'm 5'4" and they're 4 feet, so I think that's why grappling is available. They're stunned. Alright, it's 2 turns where they can't react. So now we just gotta get our punches in. Look how easy this is. Oh yeah. Oh, he punched me for 1 damage. And I punched him for 1 damage. Yeah. This math is not gonna work out. And he's big again. Alright, well. Can I compliment his muscles now? Without pissing him off? A funny thing about this game, everyone has their own personality, but some of these people are insecure. In fact, a fair number of them are, which is probably why they're really into growth and everything. But like, if you like talk to this person too much when he's a little insecure little dweeb, he thinks you're fucking with him and that you're making fun of him. by showing an interest in him, which is really sad because like it's like he's been hurt before by people showing an interest in them only to like use it against him. Like it's like he's now defensive against the very idea that somebody wants to talk to him, and that's deeply sad. And I've met people like that and have probably been that person before, and that's just, and it's like not the feeling you're expecting to confront in the middle of the growth fetish game, but that's what happens. Everyone's got their own vibe. Some of the characters know each other and interact outside of combat. Sometimes interacting with people in other contexts changes the options during the fights. There are some encounters I just genuinely have not solved and have not figured out yet. And I'll just get to that someday when I'm bored. Hey man, you're looking pretty good. You work out often? His face lightens up before quickly changing to a smug expression. You know it, baby. Both of you seem to be ignoring the fact that he clearly doesn't. I was going to say he literally just did magic. What do you mean you work out? You obviously don't work out. He, blah, 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 explodes in growth. The star on the blah, 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 he's barely being contained by clothes. You thought I was just some scrawny nerd, didn't you? Ha! I was simply using magic to conceal my true form. Alright, let's, okay. Ask about his hobbies? He doesn't respond. He's trying to show off too bad. He's too into that, apparently. The Kobold Mage flexes one arm and kisses his bicep. He seems to be trying to impress you. Arousal increased. Uh-oh. That meter's about to max out. The Kobold Mage notices how much you're enjoying the show. He smirks and chuckles to himself as he waves his staff. A bed materializes next to him. He motions with one finger, beckoning you closer. Do you? Okay, well that was easier than expected. Admittedly, I don't remember the Kobold Mage as much. I remember the guy that looks kind of like Link being here. So I guess I just nailed it, apparently. All right, let's do it. Let's do a scene that I definitely have to censor. He picks you up with one arm and tosses you onto the mattress. He crawls up on the bed and positions himself on top of you. He is so incredibly big and heavy. You reach up and rub your hands along his shoulders and arms, and you can tell he clearly enjoys your touch. He caresses your face with one hand before leaning in and kissing you fiercely. You take a moment to look into each other's eyes. You're both ready. You're surprised with how much you're able to take, but unfortunately your tiny little body can't possibly handle it all. You don't want to disappoint him, but he reassures you. Don't worry, happens all the time. I'm huge. He's very proud of himself. You both collapse, his heavy body pressing against yours. He rolls over onto his back, and you lie beside each other, panting heavily. Holy fuck, you're incredible, you say as you turn to him. You're about to put your arm around him, but he stands up. You sit and watch as he lifts up his hat, reaches in, pulls out a card, and hands it to you. He did a fucking magic trick with his wizard hat. It has a phone number on it. He snaps you some finger guns before heading off. I don't know if finger guns is the expression I want after sex. I don't know if that's like, cool, nice talk, good game, bye-bye. Like, I don't know if that's the tone that I want after I hook up with somebody. I don't think that's the vibe. They left behind a star fragment, and I won $100. Also a strange exchange after sex. Your muscles grew. You grew 2 inches taller, and your dick grew by 1 inch. I'll probably cut some of that out of the writing, so there's probably more explicit words there that I will probably skip over because I'm writing a line here. I know it. I know that. All right, so I'm doing fine on health. Oh my god, a werewolf. Hello. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You encounter an intimidatingly huge and muscular giant werewolf. He's wearing a red tie in a way that you wouldn't normally tie when tying a tie. A creature this powerful is best not messed with. He's too powerful. He wears ties wrong. He looks like there's a fucked up knot like all the way over here on the back of his neck or something. Like he wore it like a leash or a necklace. But there's the tied part. He definitely does not know how to wear this. There's also a comb stuck in his giant, like, John Talbane mane talk. Oh. I can attempt to communicate with the beast, but I don't know what I'm saying, so... The giant werewolf says something to you in his beast language, and then laughs. If only you could tell what he was saying. He tries to retie his tie. Giant werewolf's ears perk up and he looks at you expectantly. After a little while, he looks confused. You're not sure what it is you said to him, but he seems disappointed now. Uh-oh. You don't want to disappoint the 9'8", 3,000-pound werewolf with the 3-foot-long dick. I think you're gonna die, you who is me. I think we're in trouble here. Oh, he just gained attack. That's probably bad. The giant werewolf reels from shock. The look on his face shows rage building within. You can feel the ground shake from the force of his building, hate-fueled growls. He lets out a mighty howl and prepares to attack. I'm dead. So my starting health is 33. My health is now negative 394. I don't think I, in fact, can take him. In a fight meme or not. Just in general, it doesn't work out. Alright, let's go get healed up again. Oh, there we go. Did not talk to the dude this time, just got healed up for free without that. Well, that's fine. We can just explore for a moment. While walking, I found a door store, the world's largest supermarket chain. You should check it out, what they have on sale. Alright, well, I got the store. There's a coffee machine. Adds an extra hour to the day. Weird. Dumbbell set. You can get heavier weights for your working out. Even more with a barbell set. Beast translator. Oh, that's helpful. You can understand the language of beasts. Well, what convenient timing to discover that 1 second after I'm pulverized by a beast in the woods. The monster manual allows you to choose the enemy you fight in the dark forest. So it makes it so it's not randomized. Also expensive. Sure. And then fireworks. You can just fire fireworks at people in combat to stun them. Kind of a dick move, honestly. Figure I'll get the first weight set so I can work out more, I guess. Alright, Dark Forest. Here we go, now I can pick each one. The Alligator Pirate and the Forest Knight are the other options. But we gotta go back to the werewolf, because we just learned how to talk to him. So let's talk. Open the beast translator. Okay, I was panicking for a second there. Because the options were all still the same. You open the beast translator. The werewolf is looking at the book you pulled out. Okay, so there's a buff here. So this is part of the puzzle stuff. The moon is out right now. So for 4 more turns, he's a werewolf. So one of the tactics here is that if you stall, you'll lose moon power. And that's like a way to deal with him. Because he's obviously impossible to fight, at least right now. Because he's hilariously overpowered and does like... he can kill like 20 of you in one punch, which isn't very fair. Let's see, this is, you fight like a human and smell like one too. That's why he got mad at me. I have a gift for you, which is why he was disappointed. I love the way your tie looks. Okay. Yeah, right. I know it looks dumb. I'll never understand why humans force each other to dress up like this. It's like they don't even know the joys of being naked. Fair, I guess. Alright, that's one turn. We've stalled him with conversation. I don't think I can just say it again. He'll probably think I'm making fun of him, because he already kind of thought that. I can... Oop. Compliment his costume. Also says, I love the way your tie looks. I don't know if this will work or not. Ah, a werewolf. Dressed up for Halloween, I see. Huh? Oh. Yes, you are correct. I am partaking in the human tradition known as Halloween. I am fitting in. Oh god, this completely... I don't know if the creator of this game has read the book, I Am Not a Werewolf. Sorry, I am not a wolf, but there's a choose your own adventure book about a wolf that is pretending to be an office worker in human society. And I have a copy of it, and I think I got through every single possible ending of it and so on. It was a fun little activity, but you just play as a wolf who speaks in awkward, stiff language, and apparently is just like a normal wolf standing up on his back legs, but wearing a tie and a dress shirt, and people think that's enough. People just fall for it and don't question it. And it's all about just maintaining this very thin veneer that you are in fact a normal human and everything is fine, which like sounds like an alien and insane concept, but it's actually an extremely relatable concept. And I don't think it's even particularly a furry concept, but just like I think a lot of people just feel like they're impersonating an adult in normal daily life. So like, it's like oddly relatable to the idea that like everyone around you has shit figured out and is normal, and you're like the one person that's like a beast from the woods, and everyone hasn't noticed yet, and you're just waiting for that to crack. And it is funny because like one of the funny things about that whole story is how arbitrary it can be. What is the moment that cracks and it makes everyone realize he's a wolf, and then everyone freaks out because they always freak out like a wolf, like as if it's not just the same person. They always like it's like a monster. Oh, and he clawed me for 142 damage. I was murdered less than last time, which is like a form of progress. But also I am in horrible pain. Ow. It is 8 p.m. I've not gotten that much hungry despite it being the next day. That's impressive. That's an interesting thing to do. I'm not doing great in the woods, but I'm just gonna hop back in there again. I don't know if I can stall with this guy though. Let's see, giant werewolf. I can't grapple with him because I'm not bigger than him, and that's the primary way of stalling for a turn. Inventory has nothing in it. You might be able to stun him with fireworks over and over again, but it probably doesn't work overall. Let's see, use the translator. The translator does use up a turn, which is helpful. Let's see, compliment his costume. Okay, so he just always hits you after that, but this time he only hit me for 47 damage. I don't know why it's doing that much less, but I am stunned, which means he would just hit me again anyway. So I'm doing great overall, if I'm being honest. Okie dokie. I'm gonna head back home. Cannot use the weights because it is now too late. Check your appearance. That's just a stat recap. Yep. Computer. Porn. Kill time. Order food. The pill emporium. Are we going to try to believe in pills? You cannot get taller. Oh no, it's because it costs 300 pounds to get taller. So it's mostly stuff that counteracts things at the moment. And the time machine just lets you save, but specifically save in a way that lets you convert into future games, it looks like. Custom enemy editor. You can unlock this by finding the inside of a castle. Try beating more enemies to find it. That's interesting. Does make me wonder if you can like import stuff from scratch. What does killing time on a computer do? You spend some time drawing a picture of your favorite video game character, but you are too self-conscious to upload it. It stays tucked away in a dusty folder until the end of time. No. That's just sad. Alright, let's sleep. And then try using our weights so we become big and strong and not get obliterated by every enemy we ever encounter. You load up 20 pounds in preparation for bicep curls. You start with the... you stand with your feet hip-width apart and lift those weights. With each rep, your meager muscles bulge, and after a few minutes, they're glistening with sweat. Your muscles look pumped and bigger already. You can feel it. You're gonna get bigger and heavier and stronger. Alright, strength of 3. I could now defeat that one kobold in 11 turns. So I'm ready. I'm fucking jacked, honestly. Like, it's fucking hilarious how ready I am to obliterate all outside threats. I should eat food before I starve of not eating food. There you go. Pay for the all-you-can-eat buffet. There's an eating contest in 4 days. It's a fun bit of the game is that there is a schedule to this all, and so there are a bunch of little interlocking systems and events that are all happening, and reasons to keep poking around and exploring and find a weird mushroom. That's fun. While walking, you find a group of mysterious floating rocks at the edge of the forest. You take a closer look at them later. Strange stones. Hello. Pick mushroom. The left stone. That is the creator of the game. There's their information. And the right stone. These are people who support the game. I believe. That's a lot of names. Oh, the names get smaller. That's probably all the Patreon supporters. Alright, so primarily just a source of getting one free mushroom for our purposes, and the rest of it's just Patreon credits. Explore. You notice an abandoned building. It looks like what used to be a greenhouse. That does not seem to be a new location. You come across some people struggling to load a crate into a truck. You would help them, but you're not strong enough to lift it. Ugh. Alright, fine, I'll go into the forest. Where's the forest knight? Oh, look at him! He's really goofy. He's wearing a bunny costume now? Oh, it's another, everyone's wearing their Halloween costumes, and this is a Legend of Zelda reference, even more so. Like, it already was, he was already clearly dressed like Link, but now he's got the dark Link to the past, like bunny Link costume. Okay. Let's see. Can I defeat this guy? It would take 7 turns of hitting him to defeat him in combat. Let's see if that's even possible, out of curiosity. I'll start with a grapple, which does 1 damage. Deal 3 damage. He raises his shield, which does a counter attack. I probably should not do an attack right now then. Let's intimidate him. You flex your average sized arms and it makes the Forest Knight nervous. His confidence is lowered and his attack decreases. Where's that counterattack now, buddy? Hit him for 3 damage. I'm just bullying somebody. He raises his shield. Intimidate him. Punch. Can you hold still for a second? I'm gonna charge a powerful attack. He holds his sword out and begins spinning around in a circle. He is just being Zelda boy. I'm gonna hit him now for 3. He hasn't hit me yet, but he might hit me for a lot if he actually remembers to do it at some point. While still spinning around in a circle, Forest Knight releases the sword, flinging it in your direction. The throw is so weak that the sword only travels a few inches before hitting the ground. Aw, man. He whines while picking up the sword. Grapple him again. There. Now he doesn't even get to have a turn. I keep punching him. He hits you for 0 damage. Okay, so he's the only character that's just straight up weaker than we are, and he is easy to kill. We get 100 tokens, $100, get a weird mushroom. Let's use the weird mushroom. I got fat. Okay. The defeated Forest Knight drops a gummy gator. Let's see, can I see my inventory? Is this the inventory? Consumable items. Steroids. I forgot to use the steroids. I grew 1 inch taller. Normal. Gummy gator. It transforms you into a goo monster. What? And then, oh, the weird mushrooms just do random things, I think. I got 1 inch shorter. The other one's gone. Activate Focus Stone. Activate to start with at least 5 energy at the beginning of battle. Can be used as an arcane focus to allow you to cast one spell per battle. Can I just keep it on then? I think so. And that's some of the items I've picked up. What does turning into a goo monster do? You transform into a slime monster. You have become fatter. You grow 10 inches taller, and you get 1 more inch of dick. Always goes back to that. Let's see. I'm back in my house, apparently. I'm not totally sure what being a goo monster is useful for. Consume enemies defeated in battle. Excuse me. We have now patched Vor into the game. Slime monster transformation meter. How do you... So I need to like keep transforming more? What happens? So what happens if I defeat the Forest Knight by just eating him? You encounter the Forest Knight. He is timid and scrawny, a timid and scrawny orange T-Rex that is struggling to carry a sword and shield. He wears a baggy tunic and a green pointy hood that flops to the side. He has a strap that goes around his shoulder and down his waist. He seems to be a bit bigger than last time you saw him. This is his through line, is that every time you fight him, he starts off hilariously weak and incapable of even interacting in combat, but his base amount of strength keeps growing, so he's getting stronger in the long term instead of the short term. Instead of growing over the course of a fight, he's growing over the course of your playthrough, and he could outpace you probably. So he went up to level 2 now, and I think every time we fight him, he gets stronger next time. Oh, he just did 4 damage, which is definitely better than the 0 from before. But apparently I now have 242 health, so he's in trouble. Nope, I made the mistake of hitting when he's blocking, so he hit me back for 8. And he's trying to try up his attack, but then I win. There we go. We can use the weird mushroom again. Your balls have become 1 inch larger. So that sounds difficult to measure. The defeated Forest Knight drops a cursed gumballs. You consume the enemy with your slimy body. So how does that part play out? Now my slime meter looks way more full than before. So that's helpful. We're now 6'5", which is like a full foot taller than before. I was wondering about that, like how exactly the consuming mechanic worked, because that I've never seen before. Let's see, what if we just compliment the Forest Knight, who's now level 3? Let's see, let's talk about his costume. Nice bunny outfit. Thanks. I'm the only one I've seen wearing a costume, though. Now I feel like an idiot. Hey, you're not the only one. The little kobold fella's dressed up as some dragon. That was him? Oh. I just saw a big scary dragon earlier, so I ran away. He thinks nobody else is wearing costumes because he thinks everyone else is just real. I guess that would do it. Ow, he hit me. Rude. Compliment him? Wow, bud, look at you. You're so strong and tough. I bet you could take on any monster out there. The Forest Knight sighs. I'm pathetic, aren't I? Well, I'm sure you have plenty of good qualities. The Forest Knight looks sad. No. No, don't. You don't need to look sad. Just give up. Why don't you just give up? There's no way you can ever defeat me. Yeah, well, I still have to try. He is very slowly doing damage, and that will eventually be a problem. But also I can just very quickly grapple and punch, and that's bad news for him. He's charging his powerful attack. I'm going to intimidate him. That'll probably stop him. If you intimidate and then tell him to give up, that might actually work. Why don't you just give up? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for getting in your way. Please, don't hurt me. He grovels before you. You tell him to scram. He just gives up. Okay. I don't think you get experience in the usual way for that, though, so it's probably not the most helpful outcome to have at that point. Let's try the Alligator Pirate, who I have not yet even encountered. You encounter an Alligator Pirate. He is wearing a small black vest and brown pants torn at the bottom. He has a plump belly and is holding a barrel with one of his powerful arms. Hi? No costume? What? You mean Halloween? I daren't even be knowing what day of the week it be. I be a pirate already. Good enough. Oh, and he just took a swig. He takes a swig of the liquid from that barrel. His gut gets bigger right before your eyes. The Alligator Pirate's pants and vest get tighter as he continues to expand. I think he can just obliterate me. Let's see. What are your hobbies? So what's your favorite thing to do on a long voyage? Oh, well, my favorite thing be minding me own damn business. Ha! I bet you know what you actually like. I bet I know what you actually like to do. You like to drink, read, or fuck. Does he like reading? Is this the bad option? I can tell just by looking at you. You're always reading something. I suppose, sometimes. Who's your favorite author? If I had to pick one, maybe Kafka? So then you feel like you're disconnected from your true self and your true potential because uncaring societal forces keep you from reaching your goals? But... what? See, I can read you like a book. Blimey. He is speechless, but it seems like you liked your answer. There we go. We're in. Alright. What's his most prized possession? Your most prized possession? What? Are you after our loot or something? No, it's just an innocent get-to-know-you type question. Look, I'll go first. Mine is my ancestral weapon or my stolen watch. Stolen watch? It's this really nice, expensive watch. I'm just really proud of the feat of misdirection and dexterity that it took to get it off a guy. What? He be some kind of pilferer? Yeah, we're both no good thieves. Doesn't that make you feel a sense of kinship? Not really. Seems he didn't like your answer. Oh, he big boy now. He's having some belt problems. He takes a swig of the liquid in the barrel. His gut gets bigger right before your eyes. The Alligator Pirate is fairly muscular, but at this point, you would not be able to tell. A thick layer of pudge covers his whole body. The force of his growing waist has caused the button of his pants to pop off. Let's see. I'll just punch him now. I could take him. 9 damage, 441 health. Let's see. That's good math right there. I'll be fine. I will not be. I will not be fine. What's a person got to do to join your crew? What use would we have for some landlubber like yourself? Hey, I'm not just some landlubber. I'm. I don't think you want like CEOs. I feel like that's not a good pirate vibe. We're also probably not a sailor, a laborer. No, you're right. I don't really have any skills or nothing. I've just been working shitty menial labor jobs my whole life, which, well, I mean, I can draw, but that's not going to help. You're an artist. I guess. I mean, I'm not amazing or anything, but it takes me a long time to finish anything. Stop reading my Twitter. I'd like to get better, but it's kind of hard finding time or energy after work. Well, keep at it, and forget about joining any pirate crew. You're too good for that. He seems to have liked your answer. That's 2 for 3. Alright, he's enjoyed our conversation. Maybe he won't murder me. The alligator pirate takes another swig from his barrel. Why, you know, why'd we start fighting in the first place? Actually, I don't know. I need to quit drinking so much. The alligator pirate pauses for a bit before taking one final sip. But you know what, lad? You're alright. I'll see you around. 150 pounds of fat and muscle has been added to the account. There's like a transfer thing on the computer. Got $150 and they left behind a barrel. So we got a non-violent outcome, but we didn't necessarily get anything to happen after that point. But let's see in my inventory. The barrels here and the weird mushrooms, I guess. Here, I'm taller. Adds fat. You become fatter. That way 260 pounds now, or whatever unit we have. A candy that gives you the curse of virility. I guess that's why it's 2 balls in a bag. I guess that is. I think that's going to get us in trouble. Let's not do that right now. Unless the curse of virility. Grow each time you come. God damn. Imagine that being a real life problem. That would just be unmanageable very quickly. Let's see. Closets where I keep items I own. That's just alright, that's just the inventory, but from this menu. We've already worked out. Computer trans tech. There we go. Upload and download fat and blah blah blah. We have a bunch of transfer icons. So let's see if we can buy muscle at. Okay, so it costs tokens to buy muscle, but it also costs you money. And the money is... so every one of them costs 1 token, but $100. And obviously, I have... That's one of those is way more finite than the other one. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's get 3 muscle. Your muscles grew. So the computer can just... we can just literally trade our body stats online. It's like a furry growth versus like size theft version of like the movie In Time, where everybody has money as time as money, and they can like there's like a class disparity about how much time people have to live, because people that are successful in like modern society terms, like they have thousands of years on their clock, and other people have like hours left to live and they have to work constantly to just not die. But it's in terms of bara stats, so it's slightly less terrifying to think about happening. Let's sleep. Oh, a bunch of things shrank. Whoops. The effects of the slime wear off and you return to normal. Your muscles grew, but like everything is way smaller. So my stats are... Okay, so I lost my gummy thing, which you might be able to get by defeating that same thing the same way each time. I think that this becomes about like learning these systems and how best to use them against each other, because like you're like, oh, that guy drops that and I could use that against that, and like certain combinations of things could be stacked to potentially like defeat the werewolf in combat versus like just tricking him and so on. And I think a lot of this is just about like exploring these different outcomes. Let's explore deeper into the forest. There is a vampire bat, a Cobra Warlock, a Smug Kangaroo, and is it a treasure chest? Huh. First Encyclopedia Volume 2. Detailed instructions on how to invoke curses. Don't know how that works, though. Oops. So Curse Castle is the second tier of this stuff. These cost 2 hours to even interact with, and will probably obliterate me. Vampire Bat? Oh, look, he's just a little guy. Hey, buddy. How you doing? He's half as strong as I am, so we're probably safe and nothing will go wrong. Or you can give him suck. Ask questions. Oh, you can ask about Pokemon, sports, investments, Star Wars, music. What you got? Pokemon opinions? What's your favorite Pokemon? Magnemite's pretty cool, I guess, but Mudkip's pretty cute, and Nidoking's pretty alright. Man, it's kind of hard to decide. There's so many I like, but I don't want to bore you. No, it's fine. Keep going. Continues to talk about Pokemon he likes. I click it again. He doesn't want to talk about the same thing twice. Oops, he bit me. Normal thing that happens when you get boring. If you're boring during a conversation, is someone bites you and starts drinking all your juices. The vampire bites your neck and drains you. The vampire bat has become slightly pudgier, and his previously baggy clothes are starting to get tight. He lets out a little burp and quickly covers his mouth. Ah, God, that was gross. I'm sorry. Ah, shucks, I drained your mortal essences. Just give suck. What's good? Bat, I demand that you suck me as hard as you can. Ah, vampire bat now laughs nervously. Ah, geez, man, you're weird, but yeah, I suppose that's what I'm supposed to do anyway. So if he does that, let's see, he drains me. Wait, he's getting taller, like, very quickly. He just gained 90 pounds, which is normal. Let's see, what if I just keep doing that? And there you go. He's entered chat mode. And I only have 30 health now, so I'm just in deep shit, essentially. His chest grows thicker, and his figure-hugging sweater looks like it's about to burst. He lets out a loud belch and laughs. Ah, man, I'm sorry. I really tried to hold that back. Let's ask him questions again. Maybe he's more confident now. Does he have opinions about investments? Have you been investing much into cryptocurrency? No. Oh, really? I figured that was the thing most people your age were interested in investing in. But I guess you're just worried about the volatility of the crypto market. Most currencies don't even do that well. I was reading an article where they looked at 2,000 currencies, and it was something like only 40% of them gained value. Oh, but imagine if you'd gotten in early in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, totally. Oh no, I'm a crypto bro. Literally devour me. I cannot survive this fight. I cannot be allowed to walk free. Give suck. Bat, I demand you suck me as hard as you can. Ugh, yeah, whatever. Nope, there goes. That's actually really granular changes. Let's see. His pants are being stretched to their limit, making it difficult for him to move around. His growing gut pokes out under his sweater. Embarrassed, he tries to pull it down, but he's unable to cover the entirety of his large belly. See, I'm now down to 20 health. I'm going to probably die. Down to 16 health. Getting slower. Maybe because he's trying not to literally kill me. Which is a brave assumption. Let's ask about Star Wars. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Oh, sorry. I've never actually watched any. Wait, really? I thought everybody's at least seen one. Yeah, I know. Maybe I'd like them. I just never got into them, I guess. And then he just casually returns to draining my body. You know, the normal response at that point. Music opinions? Top 5 albums, go. Oh, God. Okay, In Rainbows, Closer, probably something by Elliott Smith. I don't know. There's too much to choose from. Basically, anything that makes me cry ends up in my favorites, and that's kind of a lot. Hey, he's still talking about the things that he likes. He forgot to continue to drain my body until I cease functioning. Actually, I think I'm just not cool enough is the problem. My character is too weak to actually give him a lot more, so I think we're getting diminishing returns where he genuinely can't actually get any bigger because I suck and need to play the game for hours longer. Let's see, sports. What kind of sports are you into? None. Don't play any. Don't watch any. Sorry. Let's see, how much longer before I just die at this rate? Doesn't want to ask about Pokemon again. Ugh! Why you hit me? That was unnecessary. Okay, he just decided to kill me. I thought we were doing fine. Once again, massive consequences for boring somebody in a conversation. I mean, oh, he's back. The doctor sees how badly you lost your last battle. He prescribes steroids. I think I didn't see him before because I didn't take the steroids. But now, I've taken steroids, so he's giving me more steroids. A normal amount of steroids. One man of steroids. It's 10 a.m. It's only 10 a.m. How? Let's go exploring a bit. Oh, what the fuck? Normal objects free. You take a trip through a couple of neighborhoods until you find a house with a half-deflated balloon tied to its mailbox. They must be participating in Trioria's citywide yard sale. There's only one table set up and a bunch of random junk on it. One thing catches your eye. A cartridge for a game you've never heard of before. Goddamn. Alright, shit. A cartridge for a game you've never heard of before. Is this a beta version of some unreleased game? Would it even work? You agree by an old man. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something about him just puts you at ease. Maybe it's the shine of his glassy white eye. Or maybe it's because of how dashing his eye patch makes him look. It's just the pirate. Whatever it is, you're certain you can trust him. You talk to him about the game and where he got it from. He says he found it while digging a well behind his house. You ask him how much he wants for it. He smiles and says not to worry about that. Everything here is free. Literally just says, warning, curse, do not play. Uh-huh. Cool cartridge. Alright, I'm gonna go home right now and play it on my computer. Custom enemy editor? Oh, is that the thingy? Let's see. Is that the cartridge thingy though, or not? Let's see, porn. I don't know. They will appear at the secret stadium. I don't think this is quite the thing. Let's see, work, mirror. Let's use the weights. Get some strength in for the day, because I am very obliterated and sad. My unusually high strength and stats from being a goo monster are all gone, and so I'm currently in the process of having to drag my myself up from the scratch again. I found a sacred flame, a normal thing to just move past. Yeah, you know, the sacred flame. Increases arousal rate. Gain muscle every time you come. Muscle gain lasts only for a day. Effects for the flame last for 3 days. Using multiple increases the time the effect lasts, so you can stack them. Let's see. But it resets, so it's not actual growth, although it can help you defeat things that would cause similar outcomes. Let's see. Curse Castle. That Smug. Let's see. We will try the kangaroo. Hey, buddy. Yep, that's what it says on the tin. He is a Smug Kangaroo. Everyone's like a wizard or a knight or a vampire bat and themed in the fantasy and castle setting. Then there's just like Johnny Cage. You encounter a very flashy Smug Kangaroo. You sense a very powerful aura of pride. Insult him. Insult his fashion. What's with the jewelry? It's all shiny and stuff, but it doesn't even look good. I don't think I've even used this word, but it's gaudy. Yeah, everything I wear is very expensive. I'm glad you noticed. He does not hear insults. He will not notice. Ow! He hit me. No Halloween costume? Sorry, I'm too cool for that kid stuff. Who are you? So who are you anyway? Ha! Like you don't already know. I swear. People say the weirdest shit when they're starstruck. Don't worry. I'll get you an autograph when you're done here. Ow. Stop hitting me. No, seriously, like I don't know who you are. He adjusts his glasses. Sunglasses have been adjusted. You should get that jaw off the floor and start putting that mouth to better use. What does the sunglasses do? Is he priming up for a big move? Who are you? I was wondering if I can keep going after him for like claiming I don't know who he is, and that would like collectively make him think that like just his ego just collapse. Insult his acting. Actually, I remember seeing you in Terminal Revenge 7. God, you sucked. Every scene with you was so boring. It's like you thought it's all you had to do was memorize your lines and that's it. See, I know you're full of shit. Every movie I grace with my presence is absolute gold. Oh, he's striking a pose. You wish you had abs like these. If you're good, I might let you have the privilege of feeling them. Once again, that's what acting is, right? I'm pretty sure. I've asked like 3 people, I haven't gotten a clear answer. Insult his body. You think you're all hot and shit, but you know what? You're really not. Oh, wow. Thanks for letting me know how jealous you are. None of this is working. I'm fucked. What am I gonna do? Insult his acting again. I can't think of another way of doing it. Apparently I'm too lame to insult his acting again. The Smug Kangaroo pins you against the castle wall with one arm and undoes the front of your pants. Looks like this guy needs to be freed. You take 1 damage and are unable to move. Oh, big boy mode. He just instantly grew in size. He got fucking huge. I need to figure out how shading works. It's hard. I always just look at the fucking drawings. I'm like, hey, how do you do that? You can tell he's enjoying the show and his muscles got noticeably bigger. Coming already? Cute. We're not even fighting. Like, we're just almost never actually hitting each other in these fights. I mean, he does have, like, 5 times my stats. So that's obviously not going to work out. Fine, I'll give up and compliment you, you fucking asshole. I'll compliment your acting. Oh, I saw you in Fist of Honor 5. The way you fought that guy in the end was awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty great. Though I am jealous of that lucky stunt double that got to have my beautiful face green screened onto his. Hold on a sec, I gotta flex. Just another pose. How many drawings are there? There's a lot of work, actually. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, when you got a bod like this, you just can't help it. Oh, his ego stat leveled up. Is that even... That's not even one of the stats. He just has secret other good stats. Asshole. Compliment his fashion. Oh, there it goes. No more fashion. It's gone. It's gone and everything's out. Such an attractive looking necklace. Yeah? You wish you had one? You wish you had one, don't you? Well, it's one of a kind. Once owned by Charlemagne. Maybe you heard of him. He adjusts his glasses. Hits me for 91 damage. There's a lot happening all at once here. The Smug Kangaroo grows so large that his pants completely tear off. His inflated wrist bursts the band of his watch. Don't worry, I have hundreds of these, he says, tossing the watch away and replacing it with one that fits. He claps on the ground, exhausted. He gives you a signed photo. I got an autograph, I guess. That's a life choice. Anyway... I don't know what this video is. This is the curse of something. It says the curse of manliness in the corner right now because that's the particular playthrough I chose. It's called the curse of something, which is an awkward title because they left the last word vague so that it could become replaced by whichever particular campaign / curse you choose for a particular playthrough. I don't know. It's just a funny little horny ass game to poke at. There's just a lot of different outcomes for each character, like good and bad outcomes, defeating them in combat, losing to them in combat, obviously a lot of horny outcomes, being able to make them both grow and shrink in most fights and have completely different outcomes there. Like, it's just kind of a funny thing to poke at if you're an adult.